This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day you may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone got us bag a thing now. Makes true me I do it like Nike, but me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me, me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Them want poison me, throw me thing up.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
You can't see the star through the tint up. Plus me and the Cuban a link up. Rose gold for the Cuban linked up. How much ice just a and me rings up. From what day you may find out, certain people don't like me. Everyone cock us bag a thing now. Begs through me I do it like Nike, but me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me, me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Me just a do it like Nike.
To tell you the truth, if I were you, then me probably woulda like me neither. Fresh to the top born again, them said the flow ungodly, my mind need Jesus. Girls call cookies when my mind need reefer. And all when my frost you can't style me neither. Aim excellent, point blank, tell the truth. Bullets never miss the chin like a Chinese.
Check 1, 1, 1, 1. The Friday, October 20th edition of Talking Heads is on and popping. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. We are live, Dunkin' Donuts, East Street South location, getting it in. It is a what I call a free-for-all Friday edition of Talking Heads. And like I said, we're doing it live, Dunkin' Donuts, East Street South location. And Dunkin's doing big things, man. All month long, don't forget, they're doing big things in support of fighting the cure for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And it is all about the Strawberry Dragon Fruit Coconut Refresher, or the Strawberry Frosted Donut, or both. And, of course, part proceeds will go to Sister Breast Cancer Support Group. So be sure to support that. Always a great thing. Our women are 4 to 1 more times prevalent to breast cancer than anywhere else in the world. So, I'm glad to be part of Dunkin's promotion in supporting Sister to Sister. And I'm imploring to you guys, get out there to your favorite Dunkin' location, downtown Bay Street, Paradise Island, Palmdale, Burnett Road with the drive-thru, East Street South with the drive-thru where we're live today, Carmichael, the newest location, and at the airport. All right, pre-clearance, post-clearance, and arrivals. So, no reason for you not to be running on Dunkin' and supporting a good cause. And while you're at it, man, check out the Boston Cream Iced Latte. That is new to the menu here at Dunkin', but it is all G-O-O-D good. Get rid of Boston Cream Donut or get rid of Pink Frosted Donut. It's all good, support the cause. Bold espresso, rich dark chocolate, sweet vanilla. Oh, my God, it is all G-O-O-D good. Be sure to indulge and enjoy, like I said, at your favorite Dunkin' location. Like I said, we're live at Dunkin', getting it in and getting it on. And it is a Friday edition. And while I'm at it, I'll just give you all the FYI that I got for you. Because I like to keep you in the know and get you where you want to go. And like I said, we're live at Dunkin'. But in addition to Dunkin', let me remind you several things. That John's is the authorized distributor for Chef Work Chefware, the most respected global culinary brand. John's carries chef jackets, pants, aprons, and hats, all designed to keep culinary professionals cool and comfortable. John's is also now carrying chef knife sets by Mercer Culinary Tools. All this is available for you at John's Careware, Rosetta Street, and Carmichael. And in addition to John's Careware, they got John's Fast Fashions. All right, all with your accessories to match. Full line of shoes for the men, women, and children. Casual, formal, and athletic. Don't forget that. In addition to all of that, they got a whole broad selection of small home appliances and cookware, as well as big screen TVs. And size matters when it comes to those big screen TVs, so check John's out on all of the above both locations, John's Carmichael, and the flagship store over there on Rosetta. Both locations available for you 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. All right? In addition to that, I want to remind you that the nuggets are back at KFC Nassau. 100% white meat, handmade. They're all good. Original recipe. The nuggets are back, and they're all good. Don't forget, they got the $7 chicken sandwich deal going on. All right? Get the deluxe chicken sandwich if you like spicy, or get the original recipe burger. All right? With fries, only $7, VAT included. You can't beat that with a stick. All right? In addition to that, got to remind you, it's all about Joker's Wild. Definitely want to check that out. Tuesday through Sunday, doors open at 8:15. Showtime is 9 p.m. sharp. Don't forget, it is mature subject matter, 18 and older. Now you can get all your major credit cards are accepted. All right? Except American Express. For more details, you can contact 363-2000, extension 64002. And don't forget our local rate, 2 for 1 on all locals. So take advantage of that. All right, Tuesday through Sunday, come get your live phone over there to Joker's Wild. Headliner Mike Head, feature comedian Cedar the Comic, and yours truly. Funny show from start to finish. All right, I think we checked off all the boxes. Got everything out of the way. All right, now here's how you chime in, because I'm going to open up the lines for you today. All right, yes, ma'am. You can get into the headliners, all brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. And don't forget, new arrivals in stock right now at all Fine Thread locations. Top of the Hill, Mackey Street, the flagship store, and the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. Both locations available for you 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Check them out online, finethreads.com. Do your shopping online, then arrange for pickup at any of those convenient Fine Thread locations. Chime on in on the text lines, 422-GR96. That's all powered by BTC. Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Phone lines are open in New Providence, 323-6232, 325-4316. 326-4259. Toll free in any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720. 242-300-5720. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969. BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in for fresh news, smart talk all day right here. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Well, happy Friday for you. It is the freaking weekend. And I'm opening up the lines. We got to talk. Whatever you guys want to talk about, feel free to chime on in. And I've been on the road for the last couple of hours, hustling and bustling. I need to know, have we had a ratification? Has anybody been ratified or been nominated to run in the by-election for West End and Bimini by the PLP party? I've seen the F&M has a candidate. The COI got a candidate. There are a couple of independents. We had 10 persons offer themselves to the PLP for nomination. Who got the nod? Because, you know, I need to see who got the nod, and then I know how to proceed with this, and we'll be going with this today. So please bring me up to snuff. Let me know. Because I hear they were huddled up in headquarters. I see videos of the various candidates coming out. I see one from Mr. Shane Gibson. I saw another one from Mr. Kingsley Smith's camp. Yeah. Was that Mitch, a.k.a. Demetrius? And in that video that I saw circulating with Mr. Smith? And I could have sworn I was out of Tugi or Bobo, one of them. If that was Tugi or Bobo, I need some fish. Holla at your boy. Yeah. So let me know. Get me caught up. Let me know what's going on. All right? Phone lines are open. Text lines are open. So let's make it happen. Let's get it popping. Now, like I said, we're live at Duncan. Let me jump on into the headlines. And we got lots to talk about. Like I said, the F&M ratified their candidate. Still waiting to hear an official announcement from the PLP. And if there has been one, Mr. Producer, if you've got something official from the newsroom, let me know. If not, you know, get a news network and the rest of the crew, you want to chime on in and let me know what you're all hearing. 52, let me know what's good with you. Let me know what you're hearing. Papa, I know you know. But the FNM, Bishop Ricardo Grant, a native of 8 Mile Rock, Grand Bahama, was last night confirmed as the FNM candidate for the West Grand Bahama and Bimini by-election, which is expected to take place in a matter of weeks. Grant was joined by his wife, Chandel Grant, on stage, and was presented to party supporters, members of the media, at the FNM headquarters in New Providence after he was ratified. So he's ready to go. And between 2017 and 2021, the seat was held by FNM's Pakeisha Parker. And now they have an opportunity to reclaim the seat. So let me know what your take is on that candidate for the FNM. Let me know if there has been a nomination or a candidate elected or selected by the PRP. And I'll continue to look at the headlines. And this is another one that's making headlines. Mitchell suggests Gibson suffered trauma and lashing out. Well, first of all, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, Mr. Mitchell, because you're forever lashing out in one way, shape, or form. So what kind of trauma are you suffering from? Let us know your trauma. Let us know your pain. Maybe somebody will give you a hug. And you stop carrying on like the Grinch. There were no names called, but chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party, Fred Mitchell. And again, wearing 2 hats. How many hats are you wearing within the party, Mr. Mitchell? I don't think people can get total objectivity, or at least members of the PRP can get total objectivity if you're in one capacity as the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the MP for Fox Hill, and the chairman. But now I see when people say you're really running the party, that's why you played chess and you've boxed everything and you need to box in, I guess. But Fred Mitchell appeared yesterday to suggest that Shane Gibson, the once disgraced and eventually vindicated former member of Parliament for Golden Gates, is lashing out because he suffers from something akin to post-traumatic stress disorder, given all he suffered after the Minnis administration assumed office in 2017. Listen, we all suffered post-traumatic stress disorder after the Minnis administration, all right? Especially after the dictatorial style of Dr. Minnis. So we all suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. So part of you too, Mr. Mitchell. Again, like I said earlier, from one way, shape, or form, if something got you stressed out. Anyway. Hey, I appreciate you, well wishes from our Paul's Texter. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Naughty, did Shane respond to Fred? I don't know. I'm sure if he did, we would all heard about it. And also, Naughty, is Fred muddling the water pertaining to Shane? Well, you just heard the comments made. If you go public and call no name, but you make enough innuendos that people can connect the dots, I think you know who he was referring to. Now, why does he have so much issue with Mr. Gibson? That is the question. Why is they, for lack of a better word, why are they so scared of competition? Why do they fear Mr. Gibson so much? And then it boils over to the second question. With all the hats that Mr. Mitchell wears within that party, who is really running that party? Is he the de facto leader of the party? And is Mr. Davis just the figurehead? I really would not like to think that. I mean, I may carry Mr. Davis to task on some of his decisions, but one thing I respect him for is being able to network and be able to bring people together and be able to make a decision. Now, sometimes he can't make a direct decision because he's got, a lot of people with interest at stake. So he has to be as diplomatic and strategic about it as he can. But I don't see, Mr. Davis taking orders or getting shots called or taking shots called by Mr. Mitchell. I don't think so. So what's really going on? Enlighten me, people. But it does appear that there is some, for lack of a better word, muddling or meddling by Mr. Mitchell. Because it seems like he's very entitled and very petulant when it comes to getting what he wants. Typical, if I can have it my way, it's no way. Oh, we playing ball, but you didn't pick me to play? Give me my ball, I take it, and I going home. Okay. So, it's very interesting. And you have to keep an eye on it. So we'll see plays out. But, you know, me, as a comedian, I find it very ironic, Mr. Mitchell's comments. Because, obviously, the way he lashes out, you know, I want to know what trauma he suffered. Mr. Gibson quoted and saying, if PLP follows process, I'm the choice. Naughty, you don't have to think it. You, me, and the Bahamian people know it. Mitchell has files. Oh, so he got the receipts. He pulling a Coach Dion, a Coach Primetime. They got the receipts on everybody, eh? But I mean, if you look at it in that light, if there's anybody who got the receipts and who's fastidious enough and meticulous enough to keep all the receipts and know exactly where the bodies are buried, just using that expression, it would be Mr. Mitchell. Some of y'all Texas, y'all stop jinxing me, you know. I don't care how much meme you put up. And you need a new meme because I really don't like Medea like that, you know. Start with next laughing meme texter. Thank you very much. I mean, I appreciate your contributions, you know that, but apart from that meme and sock, yeah, you could do less. Yeah, I like that one with Snoop, though. That's solid. The one with Snoop, I like that. Keep that one up. I don't like Kevin Hart either. Replace that with Cat Williams. How about that? See, I put in your file today, too. You see, you've inspired me now. But I don't want to carry on like Mr. Mitchell in any way, shape, or form. So let's keep it moving. But Mr. Gibson, very vocal, very adamant, straight to the point. Former Minister of Housing and National Insurance Shane Gibson said yesterday if the Progressive Liberal Party follows party's normal candidate selection process, then he would be a shoo-in for the West Grand Bahama and Bimini nomination. Gibson also accused PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell of trying to manipulate the process to keep him out of the race. Gibson told the Nassau Guardian if he's that brazen, imagine what he's doing behind closed doors. Wow, look like Mr. Gibson ahead of the game, pulling files on Mr. Mitchell already. What type of actions are that, Mr. Mitchell? That's very sophomoric. It's very schoolish. Very high schoolish. Very sophomoric. I won't tell you what type of student in school you carry on like. We'll leave that alone. Asked on Sunday about the change in position, Mitchell declined to comment, saying, we will all know the outcome soon enough. Because obviously, you know, the positions, the position of West End and Bimini has changed. They support Mr. Gibson, obviously. And when the PLP changed its stance, saying the process was open to all members in good standing, Mr. Mitchell had to say, you know, we'll all know the outcome soon enough. As chairman, I am an agent for the leader of the party and spokesman for the PLP as an institution. No, sounds like you're the agent of the leader, calling the shots, like how agents call the shots for pro athletes and get them to play where they want to play and make more money and so on and so forth for their ulterior motives. Agent of the PM. Why are you trying to undermine the PM so much, though, Mr. Mitchell, and give the impression that you're the de facto leader if you're an agent of the PM? But then again, let me hear from my PLP friends. Break it down for me. Enlighten me. Yeah. Because you're all in the belly of the beast. He who walks it and talks it knows it. Let's check some other stuff. All right. You sent me Cat Williams. Everything cool, texter. That's a good one, too. Naughty forget agent, chairman, and PM. That's who Mr. Mitchell thinks he is. Wow. Good thing I don't read all these texts too, boy. You're could have called me. Anyway, let me know your stance on all of this, folks. Feel free to chime on in. Like I said, text lines are open. 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Phone lines are open as well. Feel free to chime on in. Lines are open. And we can talk about whatever you all want to talk about today. I'm just waiting to find out if we've had somebody ratified by the PRP. And I'll open it up like this right now, too. Who do you, the listener, think should get the nomination for the PRP? Let me know. They had 10 people offer themselves. Chime on in. Let me know. I want to hear from West End. They called me the other day. I need them to call me back. I want to know what's going on in West End and Bimini today. What's the latest verdict? Like I said, touch lines are open, all powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. Lines are open in New Providence, 323-6232, 325-4316, 326-4259. Toll free, and anyone in the family islands, 242-300, 5720, 242-300, 5720. All right, we'll take a quick break. Flip side of the break, we'll get into the buzz. All brought to you, of course, by John Shoes. I'll open up the lines for you, open up the text lines for you. Feel free to chime in on whatever you want. And also let me know, who do you feel should get the PRP nomination for West End and Bimini? We know who the F&M candidate is. We all know who the COI candidate is. We waiting on you, PRP. The nation wants to know. We'll pick it up all on the flip side of the break as the Friday, October 20th edition of Talking Heads live from Dunkin' Donuts East Street South continues right after this.
With fine style, with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you want to look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, want to step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. With fine style, with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place, is your place, is your place.
Struggling to repay your loan? Let us help you get back on track with payment terms that suits your financial situation and improve your credit score and credit report with the Bahamas Credit Bureau. Inquire about our restructured loans today. Call us at 356-7764.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers, we've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
The new KFC nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets, ours are handmade using 100% white meat. Unlike the no-gets, at KFC, we hand bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets, in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
On the Friday, October 20th edition of Talking Heads, we're live, Dunkin' Donuts, East Street Shop location. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Whoever sent me that meme just now, you're wrong. I know why you do the chairman like that. Leave that alone. I ain't sharing it. I ain't touching it. I ain't deleting it. But whoever created that meme, you need Jesus. But I totally get what you're saying with the meme. So I guess what you're trying to say is that you would say that would be Mr. Smith. All right. Let's go to the phone lines right now. Let's see what we got on the lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Hey, what's going on? Mr. Producer, bring up the caller for me, please. I could hardly hear the caller. Hey, what's going on?
There was no corruption, there's no disruption, there's no regular bomb, no nothing. Easy stealing. You ain't hear no fuss, no fight, no nothing going on within the FNL. One leader, one voice, one vision, focus on everything. Everything y'all gave us to send out, and I'm ready for this.
Now see, if I were to bring up that point, you know them friends of mine in the PLP and that other crew and that alphabet soup would come after me and say I'm biased. But I just calling it right down the middle. I see the process was done. They got a candidate ready to go. No infighting. I mean, you have a few Minnesota still making noise, but I think that's a dying breed. At the end of the day, they ready to run. Now, let me ask you this question, caller. I'm looking at it like this, and the question is, I keep asking myself, is who is really running the PLP? Is it Mr. Davis, or is it Mr. Mitchell? Now, leave the jokes to me, caller. Now, let me ask you this. You're in Grand Bahama. You got your pulse, your finger on the pulse. All those talks that I keep hearing from disgruntled PLPs in West End and Bimini, are they real? Is that just packaged? Or is that the sentiment of West End and Bimini that if Mr. Gibson is not their candidate, they may as well not look to retain that seat? That could happen too. Because hasn't that seat been won by an independent before? Because then that would create quite a scenario. But hold on, remember now, But look, backtrack it a little bit. Rewind the tape a little bit, caller. Remember now, look how Mr. Mitchell became chairman of the party. Because remember now, Mr. Wilstrom, Lord bless the dead, threw his hat in the ring for that. So from that time until now, I really got to ask, how much power is Mr. Mitchell wielding in the PLP? Is he the file daddy? Does he really have all the receipts? Man, listen, I seen some unconfirmed reports too, but the queen could never be the king, babe. The plumbing just don't match. And even if the king wanted to be a queen, the queen still couldn't be a king. Well, if that does turn out to be the case, obviously, what Fred wants, Fred gets. Now, I've had callers from West End and Bimini. I had a campaign general, former campaign general from Mr. Wilstrom call me and say if they don't get Mr. Gibson, they could kiss that seat goodbye. So let's see where it really pans out. Hey, I with you. I offer the independent candidate once they qualified and legit. Exactly. But a lot of Texans will tell me once Mr. Gibson get in, that's all he need. He only need to get into the party. Once he get into the party, he can make the party start. He can make the party jump off. You know what I mean? Right. Because my question with Mr. Gibson, why are you so interested to serve this go around? Because you know the allegations were the last two times you served. You serve yourself before anybody else. Which headquarters that is? We ain't talking about wannabes. We talking about legit qualified candidates. Not Lion Lincoln. Please. You don't even know who his family is. Well, that's what you could do, and we'll put it out there. I got a couple other callers there. I appreciate you, and keep firm down there and Grand Bahama. And tell Big Drew I say what's good. Big Drew, what's happening, man? Boy, I know I soon get help from you. All right, man, y'all be safe, man. Let me get to these callers. All right, Mr. Bruce, give me the first caller was holding, and we'll get to the second caller momentarily. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Not because I hate you. What's happening?
Grand Bahama, West End, and all, I give him respect for that. But a lot of what he's saying, man, is a little off. He needs to, he got one candidate for the F&M, but it shows that the PLP is the party of choice because you got 10 people vying for that seat.
Boy, listen to me. Let me ask you a question before you go on. Do you sell cars or real estate for a living? Do you sell cars or real estate for a living? Because look like you're trying to send me a bill of goods right now. Okay, now you... Okay. So, enlighten me to who the F&Ms are who running on the PLP ticket. No, I'm asking you, enlighten me, since you speaking, from a position of within the belly of the beast. No. Now, hold on now. Don't talk about a lot. Now, you know how I go. I like stats. You know the numbers. No, sir. No. Isn't that the alleged homeboy of your chairman, Mr. Mitchell? Not from the memes, what I've been seeing. That don't look like he's F&M. Look like he's a PLP. But hold on. I don't know him to be no F&M. I see him on the PLP ticket. I see him. I see him on the PLP ticket. I don't see him on the F&M ticket. Now you know we don't want to go to scandals about either leader, because we can talk about both leaders with scandals now, and even the de facto leader of the COI, we can talk about his scandals too. That's Pinocchio scandals, eh? Now, humor me, all right? Because I listen to you. You said the PLP is the party of choice, right? But if we debating, I could also say that speaks to the myriad of allegations of the infighting that is rife in the PLP. There are numerous factions, including legacy PLPs that they feel are being overlooked by Mr. Mitchell and his cohorts, to push said candidates that are promoted by Mr. Mitchell. So you could also look and say, boy, those rumors about the infighting may be real. Because, boy, Obi wasn't dead, Lord bless the dead, 48 hours, everybody and their muma, 10 of them, popped up and declared. Listen, you know I put sports above politics, right? The way you sounding, you can watch sports with me any day of the week, brother. Any day. Be safe, man. You too. Thanks for calling. Take care, brother. Let's get to the next call. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Hey, what's going on, CG? Checkers and Connect 4-2. I play this and Deuce too. Into the square.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're playing two-dimensional chess, you got 32 different boards and 32 squares. And you still only have one king, and you have one queen. But what seems to be happening in these 32 squares with the PLP and the F&M, you got persons who know whether they're king or queen. Let me give you a pure example of what I'm trying to talk about. When the Minister of Foreign Affairs and you were so frequently flying all over the place, and now the Prime Minister decided that he's going to take that over and prove to you that he could actually negotiate with the world. He could actually engage in foreign policy instead of foreign affairs. You see, prior to the previous Minister of Foreign, whatever that was all about having affairs.
Affairs and foreign.
What?
Affairs and foreign. When it comes to Mr. Mitchell, that's what they say. Oh, so is this a fight over the frequent flyer miles? Is this what it is, CJ? They fighting over frequent flyer miles? Oh, mother sake. Texas just chimed in and said, Naughty, tell your caller that the PM took Fred to Canada.
Yeah, but he don't take him on his fucking run. The climate change run, like the frequent flyer run. He don't take him. He only fucking took him to Canada, but you know what's going on.
To get some poutine.
I stopped.
With French fries with cheese and gravy on the top. That's what poutine is.
I stopped.
Okay.
Well, you know what, yeah.
You too, CJ. Stay off the dark web on the weekend. Let's get to the other callers. Talking Heads, Garden Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads. Mr. Producer, we got the other caller there? Let's get to that. Hey, what's happening?
Yeah, Naughty, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? Gardner.
Hey, Naughty, tell me some moves to Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Mr. Mitchell.
But sounds like mom just the way, but all our leaders when it comes to this world crisis, I mean, you know that's what's looming in the Middle East right now.
Oh, Lord. Not a word on the Gaza Strip situation.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs saying nothing. The leaders in the media ain't saying nothing. What's going on with that?
I'm wondering myself. Not a statement.
I'm sure on social media and what's up, goofing name people, you know, debating it, saying something. But what's happening in mainstream media, though?
Well, mainstream media, locally and foreign, are very objective and very seductive on the narratives they carry when it comes to that. I was watching news when I left today.
Something like they ain't got no thing.
A lot of bootlickers there, Gardner. A lot of bootlickers.
Man, come on, man. This is the time for them to have a way. Come on, I got to Google. Master League just started. Honestly, ain't nothing popping up in my algorithm, man. I got to Google it. Come on, man. Send them the Hakwana Caribbean Shrimp Summit. Some sort. The Parliament needs to, you know what I'm saying? To go and test it and discuss what's going on and, you know what I'm saying, and give a position. Somebody needs to give a position. You know, we need to have some dialogue in this Bahamas about the crisis in the Middle East because it's going to affect us.
And when you consider our Minister of Foreign Affairs pops off on numerous global topics that suits his interest, he should be commenting on this. I agree with you, Gardner. Yes, man, Gardner. I appreciate you. We got a couple other calls to get to. Have a great weekend, man. Talking Heads, Garden Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? What's going on, GNN? I don't know, you tell me. Because if I say it, then they can say I bias. Yes, Jaden. Have a good weekend, man. Mr. Producer, we got any more callers? If we do, let's get to them. Talking Heads. Hey, what's happening, 52? I've been saying that. We can continue to take brand damage with that. That was a battle. Yeah, hit us up in the 5 o'clock hour, 52. We always like you, man. You talk sports and you talk politics. Always good stuff. Well, good stuff all the way across. Everybody who chimed in, we're going to get to the break. Flip side of the break, we'll get to the news. On the flip side of the news, we'll be into the 5 o'clock hour. We'll be talking sports. Pearl will be chiming in. And we'll be getting you ready for a big weekend in NFL, college football. And we'll be talking some local sports as well. So keep it right where you got it. The Friday, October 20th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
The new KFC Nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets, ours are handmade using 100% white meat. Unlike the no-gets, at KFC, we hand bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets, in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Your pumpkin favorites are back at Dunkin'. Indulge your pumpkin passion with fresh baked pumpkin spice donuts, mouth-watering muffins, and delightful munchkins. Or sip a Dunkin' pumpkin spice signature latte made with a rich blend of espresso, pumpkin spice, and vanilla flavors, all topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. Available hot or iced, Dunkin' offers the ultimate pumpkin coffee experience. Head to Dunkin' today. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, Grand Bahama News, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
We're back at ya on the Friday, October 20th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company right up until 6 p.m. We got Pearly ready to zoom in. Mr. Producer, let Pearly in. Do we have Pearly in yet? Let Pearly in. Pearly trying to zoom in. And as we wait for Pearly to get in, we'll get Today in Sports History lined up, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. And don't forget, happy hour going on at Naughty Johnny's right now, 5 to 7. Great highballs, great food specials. And then don't forget, on the weekend, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Saturday and Sunday breakfast starting at 9 a.m. So be sure to check them out. Give them a call, 377-7776. See what they got going on for you all weekend long. Always well worth the trip out there to the Old Fort Shopping Plaza at Naughty Johnny's. Is Pearly in yet?
Right here.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
What up? Everything cool?
That was a quick trip.
Let's leave that right there.
Boy, I tell you. But buckle up, Pearly, because a lot happened on this day in sports history. 1910, a baseball with a cork center was used in a World Series game for the first time. 1936, the Associated Press released its first weekly college football poll. Minnesota was ranked first. 1963, Clem Daniels of the Oakland Raiders ran for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 49-26 victory over the New York Jets. 1965, Gordie Howe scored 2 goals in the NHL All-Star Game against the Montreal Canadiens. Howe broke the All-Star Game record with the 8th and 9th of his career. Somehow I think Gretzky broke that at some point. I'm just saying. 1972, Pete Rose of the Cincinnati Reds hit a home run off the first pitch from Catfish Hunter of the Oakland A's in Game 5 World Series. 1973, U.S. President Richard Nixon signed a bill that authorized a national medal to commemorate Jim Thorpe. 1982, in Moscow, 340 people were crushed to death at a Soviet-Dutch soccer game. Police had herded the fans down to an open, icy staircase. The details of the incident were not published in the USSR until 7 years later. 1989, the Houston Cougars ran up 1,021 yards against Southern Methodist University. The final score was 95-21. I think that's when Andre Ware played quarterback at Houston, Pearly.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points, though.
That's a lot of yards.
95-21. 1990, George Steinbrenner was a guest on Saturday Night Live. Has the Dodger owner ever been a guest at any time on Saturday Night Live?
We've had several owners. Which one?
Have any of them been on Saturday Night Live, though?
Probably not.
That's another differential between the Yankees and the Dodgers. Just sharing
That's
that
a
with
New
you.
York show. I'd expect him to be on there. That's not a California show.
But, I mean, come on.
Live from New York City. This is Saturday night.
Where did the Brooklyn Dodgers come from until the Yankees roll them out and run them to L.A.?
Saturday Night Live wasn't there then. Dodgers led moving 19 way back.
Okay. You win that one.
57, 58. There wasn't even no Saturday Night Live then. There wasn't even no color TV. You just trying to find something, eh? You got 27 World Series championships. You get more, so I mean, that's it. That's all you got.
Okay. How about in 1990? The Cincinnati Reds won the World Series in 4 games against the Oakland A's. That a lot of people didn't see coming because that A's team was heavily favored in that series.
That was with Eric Davis?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That was a good series, though.
It was.
But nobody saw the sweep coming.
Nobody saw it. I didn't.
1993, the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Police played for 4 hours and 14 minutes due to rain and achieved a total of 29 runs. The Blue Jays won the game 15-14. 1996, Andrew Jones of the Atlanta Braves, who was 19 years old, became the youngest player to hit a home run in the World Series. He hit 2 home runs against the New York Yankees. 1996.
Against who? Wait, against who? I didn't hear that.
Against the Yankees. But he didn't win the series.
Okay. All right.
So it don't matter. It all went for naught.
Okay.
He did it in a losing effort.
Okay.
1996. But I try to do things. I try to poke them. The Tampa Bay Lightning played their first game in the new Ice Palace in 1996. And in 2004, the Boston Red Sox defeated the New York Yankees in Game 7 of the American League National Championship Series. The Red Sox had been down 3-0 in the series. I remember that well. Thank God I wasn't talking sports on radio in 2004. I still caught some flack for it, but...
All right. Okay.
All right, here's the quote of the day. How you respond to the challenge in the second half will determine what you become after the game, whether you're a winner or a loser. Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz.
Famous college coach. So, what you got for me, Pearly? What's going on?
Yesterday, I talked a little bit about the Liberty loss to the Aces. You were correct in it being a close game. You just was wrong in which way it would have been and up.
Yeah.
But
they still won without Asia Jones.
No, you mean Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson, sorry.
Yeah, but that game right there, I found newfound respect for Asia Wilson. She is the best player in WNBA. She should have been the MVP. Because Brianna Stewart did not show up. She shot 3 for 17. 3 for 17. She did not show up in the playoffs at all.
Yeah. That's not a good look. And sometimes pressure will get to you. It's kind of like the scenario last year with your girl. And you can't see me.
Oh, yeah. My angel.
Man, if you're stinking up the joint in the final, you're not going to come back to haunt you. And what is it?
Yep.
On the big stage, regular season players that are dominant have kind of folded up.
Yep.
Especially on the women's side.
Yeah.
But that Las Vegas team is a strong team.
But no, but the thing about it is, the starting point guard, who's probably the best point guard in WNBA as well, and then you had the center who was out. And I think the Liberty that started, they had been. You know?
They took them for light.
Yeah, but Asia Wilson put the team on her back and took them to the championship. Really great playing. Plenty of respect.
Man, it was a game. And it went down to the wire. 70 to 69. And Asia Wilson, 39 minutes. Injured. Played 39 minutes.
Yep.
And produced 16 rebounds, 24 points. No assists.
She just schooled them. She schooled them. I mean, she just played super basketball.
John got 6 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist.
Yep.
Brianna started at 10 points, 5 assists, and 14 rebounds. But
no.
Ionescu didn't show up either.
Ionescu, she did not show up.
Vandersloot had 19, but obviously in a losing effort.
Yep. Vandersloot was the one who actually kept them in the game.
I feel bad for Jonquel, man. Like, she's 0-3 in WNBA finals.
Yes. And the thing about it is, she in game 3, she 27-8. She put up a lot of points. She took the team on her shoulder and got them to game 4, and they didn't help out in game 4.
Wow. I think the Liberty didn't get a collective team effort at all.
They did not.
Let's go to the phone lines.
Okay.
We got a caller. Talking Heads. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Hit us back, caller. And we get you on.
The thing about it is, you got the MVP of the league, Brianna Stewart, did not show up.
And that's what you have to look at. In the big games, you expect the big players to show up.
Yep. You expect the Kobe showed up, the Michael Jordan showed up. You know, the Steph Curry showed up. You know, they just didn't show up. Asia Wilson showed up, and she sure did.
And they played to go get it. And that's the true test of a championship team. When you can win without some of your big dogs in the lineup.
Yep. You know, a la the 1982 Los Angeles Lakers, or was it the 1980 Los Angeles Lakers? I can't remember the date. Kareem is out, and Magic just put him on the shoulder and took him to the promised land?
That was 80. Then he did the 42, 15, and 10.
Yes.
Starting at center in Philadelphia.
Yes.
And just ate Caldwell Jones for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All day.
Mm-hmm. So, very interesting trade rumors swirling out of the NFL too, Pearly.
You know, I find that amazing because, like I said the last time you and I spoke, you don't ever hear about the NFL making mid-season trade, a lot of mid-season trades, and that's all you hear now. It's like on the 31st, a lot of stuff triggers going to be pulled.
And I want to let Cowboy Nation know right now, there's one surfacing, there's a rumor circulating right now, as sexy as it sounds, as God would it make us an instant Super Bowl contender, more so than we are now. But it'll fill a big hole and put us over the hump in a big area. It's not going to happen. He just signed a $140 million contract with the Las Vegas Raiders. Davante Adams is not going to be traded to the Cowboys. He may be traded, but he's not going to be traded.
I was hearing Patrick Surtain a lot too.
No, now that makes sense, and I can live with that, and the money makes sense there. However, you got 2 years on our rookie contract with Surtain.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you get him a little bit cheap, unless you give him an extension. But with Adams, you got to deal with that contract coming in. The Raiders may eat some of the money, but still, $90 million is a big pill to swallow.
They eat some of the money. Where they do that?
Well, if they want to facilitate it and make it happen, and obviously Adams wants out. Did you see his recent comments?
I heard.
Yeah, he was not a happy camper.
Not very happy at all.
No, not in the least. So at the end of the day, you have to look at that, taking that into consideration. And the Raiders, who's to say they aren't going to blow it up again, Pearly?
I don't think they should. I don't know why.
Well, McDaniels ain't getting it done.
Sorry?
Garoppolo ain't the answer. The running back going to be out of there in short order, Josh Jacobs. You know? I don't see a lot of positive signs with the Raiders.
Yeah, so you blow it up, or you just try to add some more players and we get a different quarterback?
Well, maybe not a complete overhaul, but you're going to have to make some moves.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see. I'll be looking.
A lot of names popping up. It's going to be quite interesting.
I'd say Saquon Barkley name keeps coming up. Barkley name keeps coming up.
Listen, somebody told me before I went on air to check this out. They hear rumors Saquon Barkley to the Cowboys?
No.
And see, a lot of people attach a player to the Cowboys instantly because they know,
why would you say Saquon that Pollard? Why would you do that?
Exactly.
That's not a need.
Now, this is one that may happen. Zach Ertz to the Cowboys.
Why?
Cardinals on the verge of blowing it up. Ertz is a good tight end target for Prescott. That makes some sense. But, that's one of many rumors circulating.
Well,
Mr. Producer, let me know if you got that call back. That caller calls back.
Apparently, Surtain may not be traded.
Now he's saying he may not be traded?
Yeah.
So they may not be getting what they wanted.
Probably not.
There's another one with Derrick Henry circulating. I think you need to get off the running back to Miami.
What running back to Miami? Nobody's going to running back coming to Miami.
No, I'm saying we don't need to hear any more rumors of a running back to Miami. I think Miami's good with running backs.
So they're trying to say that's a rumor that he may come to Miami?
Well, Derrick Henry was another one that they're trying to tag to you guys.
No, that ain't happening.
But I don't see why. They tried to put him with the Cowboys too, but again, we got Pollard, so why, unless you want to completely go run game.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now, a lot of things are going to happen over the next couple of days, like you say, because there's a lot of rumors swirling. Now, Pearlie, we had a discussion going in the first hour trying to find out who got that nomination for the PLP, and West End and Bimini. Have you heard anything?
No, they're supposed to have the selection tonight. So, you're hearing rumors.
Well, rumors are having it that it's being put out there. Now, I don't know how valid these are, but it seems like the die is cast. They've come up with who they want.
Most likely.
And I guess they're acquiescing to the chairman, and I'll leave it just like that. If these are true, any of these rumors.
Well,
all allegations now.
I saw a little video going around, and I saw a particular, how to put it, a particular crony who's everywhere the PM or the minister goes, and if he's there, that's who the choice might be. That's all I can say. Let's move on to the baseball games last night. It's now very interesting, very, very interesting in the Houston, Texas thing. It's 2-2.
You just love it, hey? You just watching baseball right now.
Arizona lucks out last time, gets a walk-off to make it a 2-1 series, but I think that's the only game Arizona's going to win.
You think so? You think they get 4-1?
I think so. I think so.
I don't know.
I don't think that. I don't see them having. I don't see it.
They've come a long way, Pearlie. They're resilient. You don't think they could put up a little more fight?
No, I don't think it's gonna be last say 2-1 win. You ain't gonna get. You ain't gonna shut Philly bats down like that. Two games in a row. And you got back, you bet he could get 2 runs. You scrapped that in 2 runs? No, man.
Very interesting, Mr. Bond.
Very, very interesting.
I'm going to keep an eye out on that, but I still say Arizona is one of them teams that'll surprise you. They've been battling back all year long.
You could rub in my daughters, but that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
No, man. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Listen, I wasn't trying to poke the bear.
Any more information on the LeBron eating cheesy loaded fries at the end of the bench again?
No, he didn't choke on them, so there's no news to report.
All right. Don't fall out from it anymore.
They're just, tarnishing the game of basketball and all the protocol that is. Huh?
Preseason a tarnish? Preseason? Really?
It's all about the game, man, and respecting the game, Pearlie.
Preseason?
Whether it's preseason, regular season, or postseason, you respect the game at all times.
So you never eat on the bench before?
Never.
Never had a drink on the bench? Coke, soda, Gatorade?
Never. No, I mean, I had the allowed water and Gatorade that was provided.
Okay.
Which goes along with hydration and maintaining your hydration while you're playing. I never showed up when I wasn't playing in street clothes and sit down and had a Cuban sandwich or a medianoche pan con bistec.
It's okay.
Only LeBron does that. Because LeBron thinks he's special. Boy, I know who's taking us home today, Pearlie.
Who's that?
Colin Cowherd.
What are you talking about?
Debuting his Super Bowl bubble.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Cowherd's ready to go again. I just want to get y'all Dolphin fans fired up over the weekend. Who knows? He might put you number one.
Well, we got Philadelphia first. Nobody's giving us a chance.
But we can talk picks in short order.
Nobody's giving us a chance. I saw somebody's TikTok. Nobody's giving us a chance. I've seen it. No problem.
I picked you all in my video, buddy.
Huh?
I picked you all in my video.
I wasn't meaning you. Why you get to me and throw rock and face and how does it when get heady? I wasn't talking with you.
Because them pick videos taken off, they all over, so you might have seen it.
Okay.
And yeah, no, I picked you all this week.
Interesting. Nobody in the ESPN, nobody's picked the Dolphin.
Listen, I've told you a long time, I told everybody a long time. The Philadelphia Eagles are missing their coordinators on offense and defense. More so on defense than offense. Yes, they can put pressure up front against the Dolphins' offensive line that has some injuries. But Tua has been very proficient against the rush and the blitz this year. Obviously, he's trying to protect himself and obviously get the ball out. And that's where the problem lies for the Eagles. Their secondary sucks. Very overrated, Swiss cheese secondary full of holes. And I think it's a pick your poison scenario with the Dolphins this week. If you try to take away Hill, Waddle is going to kill you. Bowers is going to kill you. And if you play it straight up, relying on the rush to get there, Tua don't need that much time to get the ball to Tyreek Hill, even on a simple slant, and he could outrun people. So I think the key to the Dolphins' victory is getting up early and continuing to put the pressure where it needs to be applied.
I agree.
But like I said, we could talk more about that in depth when we get into our picks.
Okay.
Let's take that first break now. Flip side of the break. We get back. We'll talk some more, sports news in general and get into our picks and get you ready for Colin Cowherd taking us home. And he debuts his latest Super Bowl bubble. And he got Dallas on the outside of the bubble. Closest to the bubble. But he still got us as a hater. But anyway, we'll get to all of that on the flip side of the break.
Interesting. Okay.
At least you're all in the bubble.
Yes. Thank God for life.
I know how high up on the bubble you're at.
When we got to get there, anything happens once you're there.
But you should be in the bubble. You're a Dolphin. But anyway, that's a different story for another day. Anyhow, boy, these people are very so close to your car, your trunk just pop open. Let's go to the break. And we'll pick it up on the flip side of the break as the Friday, October 20th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers, we've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Your pumpkin favorites are back at Dunkin'. Indulge your pumpkin passion with fresh baked pumpkin spice donuts, mouth-watering muffins, and delightful munchkins. Or sip a Dunkin' pumpkin spice signature latte made with a rich blend of espresso, pumpkin spice, and vanilla flavors, all topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. Available hot or iced, Dunkin' offers the ultimate pumpkin coffee experience. Head to Dunkin' today. It runs on Dunkin'.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
October 20th edition of Talking Heads continues right now. We are live, Dunkin' Donuts, East Street South location, getting it in, getting it on. And like I tell you, it's all good at Dunkin'. They're doing big things.
Are you having a
all month
strawberry
long.
latte?
Yes, sir. In support of Sister to Sister Breast Cancer Support Group. So be sure to come in and you know, get your strawberry dragon fruit refresher, get your pink frosted donuts. Part proceeds will go to Sister Breast Cancer Support Group. I think that's a very good cause at all Dunkin' locations. Downtown Bay Street, Paradise Island, Palmdale, Brennan Road with the drive-through, East Street South with the drive-through, Carmichael, the newest location, and at the airport. Pre-clearance, post-clearance, and arrivals. So no reason for you not to be running on Dunkin'. And listen, everybody hit me up, man. If you need to know how to get my picks, I see the videos are taking off. Really, if you just go to Facebook, like my page, Naughty Got Jokes, Bahamian King of Comedy, boom, right there. You will get them all the time. Every Thursday, I drop them right before the game on Thursday night. They run all weekend and right into the next week until Monday night. So you got ample opportunity to get them. Just like the page, follow the page, share the videos. It's all good. And make sure to leave your picks in the comments. Beat me, you can win a bucket of chicken. All right? And I got a winner to pay off, too. Not because he beat me in the picks, but because his 49ers beat up on my Cowboys. So big up to Marvin Curtis. All right? Let me make sure you get straight, Marvin. You all good. But like I said, you got to come correct with them picks. If you don't beat me, he gets no chicken. No chicken. All right?
Gotcha.
All right. You going to try to take me on this week, Pearly?
I'm thinking about it.
Got to come correct. Don't come at all. That's what I'm saying.
I know that. I might just challenge you.
You need to challenge me.
I think I will. I think I will.
We'll get up to the picks in a second. But like I said, a lot of things going on in the NFL trade-wise. And a lot of rumors continuing to swirl. A lot of to make moves.
Yeah, I see that. But that's just a lot of that is just sportscasters speculating. Let's wait to see what happens.
That's what's become of all the major leagues, thanks to X, formerly Twitter, and social media. People get on there and just spew out anything.
Yep, exactly.
But a lot of injury news as well, too. Justin Fields out this weekend for the Bears. Jimmy Garoppolo out for the Raiders.
Again?
Mm-hmm. Jones not cleared for contact with the Giants, so that neck injury is serious. So, yeah. And like I say, the rumors. The rumors are swirling. And the biggest thing about NFL rumors, right, Pearly? In past years, like you said, they have been a lot of smoke and no fire.
Exactly.
But over recent years, you see some moves. So let's see who's serious about improving or who's just talking to talk.
Yeah.
Because a lot of GMs get into the talk just to get into the talk.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Here's the big board as of ago. Dalvin Cook is on there at number 10. The top 10, Dalvin Cook is on there from the New York Jets. If you need a running back, Cook is available. This one surprises me. And I think this is just purely for future contract negotiations. Chase Young of the Washington Commanders.
No, he's not been getting along with them from last year. He wants out.
That would be a good trade for somebody who needs a defensive lineman to roll the dice on. Leonard Williams, defensive lineman, New York Giants. Well, he signed that big contract and kind of got fat after that contract, giving him $18 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Potential landing spots as well, by the way, for Chase Young. Well, actually, Dalvin Cook. Let's go back to Dalvin Cook. Cleveland and the Rams. And the Rams are a hot favorite to try and get him, even though Karen Williams is doing well, but he's been injured recently. Chase Young, Houston Texans are the number one contenders, followed by the Las Vegas Raiders. For Leonard Williams, you got the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers, which is a scary dark horse right there. If they get him and put him in that lineup up front, that's very nasty. Number 7, Jerry Jeudy of the Denver Broncos. Carolina Panthers, New England Patriots are the favorites. I don't know. Jerry Jeudy's an underachiever. I wouldn't say he's a bust.
They say that the Broncos want a third-round pick for him, and he's not worth it.
Now, here's one that may work. You may be interested in getting him. Carl Lawson of the New York Jets, the edge rusher.
Jets ain't gonna trade him to the Dolphins. Are you crazy?
Cincinnati Bengals, Las Vegas Raiders. Jeremy Chin, safety linebacker of the Carolina Panthers. Very interesting name there. Landing spots, Jacksonville. Number 4 is Hunter Renfrow, Pearly, of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, if there was a perfect fit for the New England Patriots, it would be Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah. I heard Dallas' name came up a couple of times, I think.
Yeah, and the New York Jets.
Okay.
Now, it makes sense with the Jets because I give Zach Wilson a little slot guy to work underneath.
Yeah.
And open up Garrett Wilson. Landing spots for Cortland Sutton. Denver's really cleaning house. That's why I'm starting to buy into that Surtain rumor, Pearly.
Maybe so.
That Cortland Sutton on the block. And Carolina Panthers, New York Jets, another pair. Now, this is Brian Burns, plays well for Carolina. He's on the block. Landing spots, the Bills and the Houston Texans, and the number 1 on the list, Danielle Hunter, defensive lineman, or defensive edge of the Minnesota Vikings. Top landing spots, Atlanta Falcons, Houston Texans. So Houston's in the market for a top-notch defensive edge.
They need it.
And, of course, you still keep seeing this stuff swirl, and Devontae Adams is not going to the Cowboys, okay? Now,
won't happen.
No, I'm just saying it's too much money, Purdy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Won't happen.
Now, let's see what's coming out of South Florida. What you got out of South Florida?
Like what?
Anybody on the radar? Some offensive line help, maybe?
No, it wasn't. Not really. Not really. Patrick Surtain name came up once or twice, but with Jalen Ramsey coming back so fast, that's going to be a nix.
I think so. I think you're not in the market. And there's nothing really coming out of Miami.
If there's anybody, may look at a linebacker edge rusher.
You know something that was swirled out there, but I don't know if you all will try to pull it off, is Rousseau from the Bills to you guys.
Bills will never make a trade to the Dolphins. You're not going to see an AFC East trade team with each other. No, that won't happen. That would never happen. You will never see the Bills pull a trade off of the Dolphins. Are you crazy? Send you to beat me? I
don't know. Stranger things have happened.
Point.
Okay. Now, you got some names outside of Chase Claypool that the Dolphins could trade for that's popping up. They're talking about trading for offensive lineman Garrett Bowles.
If Armstead don't get his act together and corner, but if he's too injured, they will have to do that.
Yep. And you're talking about Danielle Hunter a minute ago. He's on your radar.
Yeah.
Chase Young is another one that's on your radar.
I didn't hear
He's
that.
expressed interest that he would like to play there.
Well, he said that, okay. He be on his radar.
Upgrade over Andrew Van Ginkel.
But Van Ginkel been playing great ball.
Yeah, but, I mean...
Great football. He's been playing all-pro football.
Van Ginkel? You really like Van Ginkel? Rip Van Ginkel?
He's been playing that kind of football. I really like him.
Now, here's one that might suit you, but it might involve getting rid of Mozart. And that's Josh Jacobs from the Raiders.
Why?
I'm just saying what's out there, Purdy. I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying what's out there.
Our two running backs leading the league, aren't we?
Correct. All right, let's get up into the picks. All brought to you, of course, by the Island Game and the Island Game Sportsbook. Be sure to log on to theislandgame.com. Click on the Sportsbook. Check out all the ways to play, all the ways to win. And, of course, the Island Game always reminds you to play and bet responsibly. A lot of games this weekend. I was 11-4 last week, 62-31 for the season. Still got a double-digit lead over Sheldon and Simba. So I'm holding my own, Purdy. Let's get into it this week. Who do we like this week? And don't forget, we got Colin Cowherd taking us home with his Super Bowl bubble. Going into Week 7, almost the midway point of the NFL season. Here's who he thinks are his Super Bowl contenders. And here's who I like this week. Took the Jags last night, once I knew Trevor Lawrence was playing. I like the Cleveland Browns over the Indianapolis Colts, Burley.
I like them too, mainly because of their defense. I like them.
I like them too. I think it's a top-notch team like San Francisco with a backup quarterback. I think they can take care of the Indianapolis Colts with Gardner Minshew as their quarterback. I think they get it done. In a low-scoring, ugly affair, but they get it done. I'm going to be quick on this one because I know you don't like these two teams. I like the Buffalo Bills over the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
The conversation now coming out of New England, Robert Kraft is deciding whether he should continue on with Bill Belichick as head coach and GM.
I know. I'm hearing that. Probably won't.
You know, it scares me. If he lets Belichick go, Jerry might try to sign him, you know.
Oh, God.
Could he conjure up the same magic that he did in New England and Dallas?
No, because they ain't got Brady.
Exactly. I just waiting for you to say it. All right. I like the Washington Giants. Commanders over the New York Giants. I'm kind of shocked some people are actually taking the Giants in this game.
We're only 3-point favorites, so that could happen.
Yeah, but no Daniel Jones again this week. I think the Commanders get it done. Two bad teams, but one with a 3-3 record that's kind of disguising it. One with a 1-5 record. I like the Raiders over the Bears.
I like the Raiders over the Bears too. Take the points.
And no Justin Fields for the Bears, so I think that makes it a little worse for them. Now this is a tough one right here, but I actually like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home over the Atlanta Falcons.
Only because they're home, I'll take them.
Correct. And Atlanta still needs to prove to me they can play on the road, which they haven't. The Detroit Lions on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. Purley, I like the Lions in this one.
The Ravens are 3-point favorites, but I like the Lions too.
Yeah, Statboy ain't gonna be too happy.
Well, so sorry, Staddy.
And he'll be chiming in with us next week too.
Cool.
Probably be in studio. I like the Seattle Seahawks over the Arizona Cardinals.
Me too. I like it.
I like the Los Angeles Rams over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So do I.
I like the Green Bay Packers over the Denver Broncos in a coin flip.
I actually think Green Bay beat them worse than the 1.5 points.
I like Kansas City over the Chargers.
Kansas City need to be an upset alert.
You think so?
Yep.
I think they beat the brakes off the Chargers.
I think they should be an upset alert. There's no Sunday night football?
Yeah, there's Sunday night football. I'm getting to that right now, sir.
Okay.
That's a game you should be very interested in. But I have the Miami Dolphins beating the Philadelphia Eagles.
I see. A lot of people, the Eagles are favorite at home. I think this is when Miami's going to come out. This is Miami show out game, and this is going to give Miami's going to show that we're real contenders. Miami by a touchdown or maybe more.
I just look for the secondary in Philadelphia to get exposed. I think Daniels is going to go with that and then win it with the run later on.
Yep, I agree.
Because if he tries to run that ball against our front of Philadelphia, then that's going to keep them in the game. But your defense needs to get at least a stop or two in this game.
We will. I think we'll get it.
What Philadelphia has the ability to do is keep your offense on the sideline with long, time-consuming drives.
Yeah,
got to get them off the field.
We're just going to stop that first down run, and we'll be all right.
But I like the Dolphins to get it done. I think if it goes the route of a shootout, that's playing into your favor, and you guys win, going away.
Yep.
Now, on Monday night, everybody calling for the Vikings to upset the 49ers. Stop it. Step off the ledge. Get back inside the house. Get back on the reservation. You're too far gone. The 49ers will rebound. Yes, they have some injuries, but they're still a way better team than the Minnesota. And the backups, next man up, praying for whoever's injured, I think still get the job done against the Vikings.
I agree 100%.
Now, if it's a different team, we might have a different conversation, but no. So, that's who Pearlie and I like. You guys get to the islandgame.com, bet it, set it, and forget it. And always bet and play responsibly. Pearlie, we're going to get to the break. Colin Cowherd can take us home. Have a great weekend. Safe travels if you're traveling. And if you're back by Sunday night, we will watch that game together, my brother.
I'll be there. I'll be square. That's no problem. We can do that.
There you go.
Okay.
And on Thursdays now,
that'd be super.
I got the Bahamas flag football lined up to contribute every Thursday with you guys. So you'll be loaded. You'll have your men's squad and your ladies squads in there.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a really good plan.
And you know you got a rep for your team who won championship last year.
My Avengers.
All right, Pearlie, be safe, man. Enjoy your weekend. Appreciate you, brother. And everybody who chimed in, have a great weekend. And for God's sake, PLP, make up your mind who your candidate is, because I tired of my phone blowing up because I don't know. And I want to know just like everybody else. And we'll see you all on Monday right here for Talking Heads. You'll have a great weekend. Keep it right where you got it.
Okay.
Craving a sandwich that hits all the right spots? Look no further. Introducing Dunkin's newest star, the oven-toasted turkey sandwiches. Made with love and served on toasted sourdough bread, these classics are reinvented with a twist. Sink your teeth into layers of delicious deli turkey, crispy lettuce, and white cheddar. Plus, we've added the perfect kick with smoky bacon and your choice of creamy avocado spread or zesty chipotle sauce. Dunkin's got your sandwich cravings covered all day, every day. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
Wherever you are in the world, Cleveland Clinic's world-class care is here for you. From Ohio to Florida to London, Cleveland Clinic treats thousands of patients every year. Ranked number 2 in the world, trust our caregivers to enhance your experience across each step of your treatment journey. For every care in the world, learn more at clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. Buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Want to reach your Grand Bahama customers? Then call Barefoot Marketing at 827-4578 or message them for ad rates via their Facebook page. Advertising opportunities now include classified ads too. News in the Nassau Guardian newspaper every Tuesday.
juicy fried chicken, mashed potatoes with gravy, and a hot buttery biscuit for only $5. That's genius! Part of the KFC Genius menu, the KFC $5 snack box delivers on flavor and value. Need to feed more than one? KFC's Great Bix has got you covered. Packed with 4 thighs and 4 legs, fried to golden perfection, plus 4 buttery biscuits for only $20. More genius! Hungry for deals? The Genius Menu at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Trust them. So Barnwell ranked the teams with the most players worth a first-round pick. You could get a first-round pick in a trade. For our radio audience, I'll read it. Philadelphia 7, Detroit and San Francisco 6. They got dudes. Cowboys, Dolphins, Seahawks 5. So what jumps out to me in that, no big surprises. Detroit, as talented, first-round pick-wise, as anybody in the league. So buy this team. The second list, J-Mac, you'll like this, that Barnwell has, teams without a quarterback worth a first-round pick. Again, I'll read this for our radio audience. Bears, Broncos, Browns, Bucks, Commanders, Falcons, Giants, Jets, Packers, Patriots, Raiders, Saints, Seahawks, Steelers, Titans, Vikings. Now, which teams jump out to you? To me, it's the Seahawks and the Steelers. Good teams, legendary defensive coaches who don't often show urgency for O-line play or quarterbacks. Geno Smith, Kenny Pickett, do not, in my opinion, feel like hoisting a Super Bowl trophy. So I think it's the first time I've done it, or second time this season, I do something after about week 6, 7 called the Super Bowl bubble. Teams, I believe, and it's always a very small group of NFL teams that I consider Super Bowl teams, and then there's always 2 or 3 for other reasons, close, but I'm not there yet. And introducing my first Super Bowl bubble, or at least the one I remember. Baltimore, Kansas City, Buffalo, and Jacksonville from the AFC. Detroit, Niners, Philly, NFC. Now, I think the Bengals are close. They have won the last 2 weeks, but I thought they got outplayed by Seattle and outplayed by the Rams earlier. Won both, but I don't love that. Miami, again, go to Philadelphia. Even if you lose 27-26 and push them around a little, I'm impressed. And Dallas, 11 penalties, special teams blunders. The only reason you beat the Chargers, they're the Chargers. They made more mistakes than you did. So I think Dallas has the talent, and there's a lot of things I do think are good. But I have Miami, Dallas, Cincinnati on the outside. Now, what do all these teams have in common? Outside of San Francisco, and we don't really know how good Brock Purdy is. His numbers have been good. They all have elite quarterbacks. Dak's elite. Goff's elite. I mean, if you're top 12, you're elite. That's it. Got to have one. So when I look at Barnwell's teams without a quarterback worthy of a first-round pick, you either have one or you're fooling yourself. So he has the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, Achilles surgery, going to be 40. Can't get a first-round pick for him, can you? Is that what he's saying? That's when I look at that list. I see Seahawks, Steelers, good rosters, great coaches, but defensive guys. Is Pete really buying into Geno? I think they draft a quarterback. Is Pittsburgh really buying into Kenny Pickett? I don't think they will draft a quarterback. Local kid, they'll stick with him. Your take.
Well, if we could show your Super Bowl bubble. So I feel like 2 teams are missing, and they don't have a first-round quarterback.
Okay, who are those teams?
So, well, let me back into it. So why do you have Miami just on the outside?
They have shown no ability. When you punch them back, they have a glass chin. They fold very quickly. They have to win a certain way. It's got to be finesse. They play with a lead. It's got to be a track meet. Buffalo can win a track meet or an ugly one like last week.
Interesting.
Miami doesn't win enough ugly games. You got to be able to win both. And by the way, the Niners should have won last week. They missed 2 gimme field goals. They can win ugly. They can win big.
So I'm assuming Miami's offense is the primary reason.
And their coach.
That they're even there. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
So,
they play downhill, and when they do, they can blow anybody in the league out.
So why wouldn't you have, because if Miami is at the elite end of the spectrum for offense, at the elite end of the spectrum for defense is the Cleveland Browns, who have set a record now for fewest yards allowed through 6 games going back like 50-plus years.
Yeah.
They are by far the number 1 defense in the league. I know Chubb's gone. Deshaun Watson practicing today. Sounds like he may go this weekend. Why isn't Cleveland on the outside?
Well, do you believe leadership matters?
Yes.
Vic Fangio, defensive coordinator, Mike McDaniel, head coach, and Tua. Those are those are leaders of men.
Jim Schwartz, unbelievable defensive coach. Kevin Stefanski, who got to the second round of the playoffs with Baker Mayfield.
And then the most important part.
And then Deshaun Watson,
who, by
is
the way,
question.
already, what the heck's going on?
We will hopefully
I
find
like
out
Miami's leadership trio. Head coach, top coordinator, quarterback. Tua is a great leader. I think he's a great quarterback. He's a great leader. Really good leader. McDaniel's brilliant. Vic is tremendous. So, by the way, I considered Cleveland.
Okay.
But right. I look at the ownership. I look at the quarterback. I like their defensive core. Schwartz has been a great DC for a long time.
Last team I would toss in there.
But remember this. Miami dropped to 70, Burger. What's Cleveland scoring on the weekends? I mean,
not many, but they got a defense that'll keep them in games.
19 points a game.
Okay.
That's not even 3 touchdowns. That's not a Super Bowl bubble team to me. It's an offensive league.
The Seattle Seahawks.
I don't have
Did
them
you
in.
consider them?
No.
For the outside bubble?
Oh, yeah, no.
Because if memory serves, they were on the chart before with the most talent. They are loaded with talent.
The Rams, though, to me, were closer than Seattle. Rams bludgeoned them when they played. Elite offensive coach, elite quarterback.
I thought week 1 didn't matter.
Elite talent in that game last night. Jacksonville is still, in certain areas on that team, rebuilding.
Yeah.
They're still in the rebuilding process. New Orleans is not rebuilding. Michael Thomas, Olave, Alvin Kamara, good run blocking O-line, excellent defense, elite pass rusher.
You're leaving out one name, and we're going to get to him right now, and it's not Derek Carr, although Derek Carr struggled for much of the game last night. He even got booed at the end there.
Booed? He got booed all night in the first half.
Okay, well, I had a men's league basketball game, so I was watching without the sound. But, yeah, listen, Carr had a couple overthrows. Here he is barking at Chris Olave. There seems to be some sort of disconnect. I will get into it here after we listen to Derek Carr.
Okay.
The slow start, I've been showing my emotion a little bit too much on my sleeve, I kind of got to chill out, and that's me holding myself accountable, because that's not going to help anything. And so just trying to be a calming influence in those moments, especially when it's been a couple of times it's happened, that heightened frustration, I could do a better job as a leader to calm everybody down. I wasn't talking to Chris. Like the past 2 weeks, I've just been talking in general, but there were some things that happened today that led to some pretty big negative plays that should never happen. And I think that's where my frustration was coming from.
I like that. He wasn't talking to Chris. He was just looking in his direction and expressing massive displeasure.
I couldn't figure it out. The ball was out of bounds by 10 yards.
Olave, people broke down the video online. It looked like he may have stopped running there. But, again, the ball was way out of bounds, so I can't totally fault it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a catchable ball.
So, listen, we both like Derek Carr. I'm probably a little higher on him than a lot of people. They think he's total garbage. He's never won a playoff game.
I figured it out last night. He's 14th or 15th best quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
One of those two.
Yeah, right around there. So, Pete Carmichael is the offensive coordinator. And I'm not trying to crush the guy, but I started reading about him. Some people had told me before the season he's like Matt Canada level bad. He's been an offensive coordinator for 15 years, longest tenured OC in the league. But a lot of that was with Sean Payton. So who do you think's calling plays, Sean Payton or Pete Carmichael? Yeah. Come on, Sean Payton. The offense was terrible in the red zone last year. They're once again terrible in the red zone. And it looks like Carmichael's calling plays as if Drew Brees were his quarterback. Everything is dink and dunk, 5 yards in the middle of the field. They know what's coming. That pick six, that's not totally on Carr. There's like 3 defenders in the area. They ran 22 plays in the red zone last night, Colin. The Steelers have run 21 in the red zone this season.
Yeah, my only